Today, we're going to teach you how to pocket more profit, and we're going to talk about what that looks like, profit, and what profit is, okay? And by teaching you how to avoid penalties, today, I need you guys to get a pen and paper because I have 7 ways, right? 7 things that you must do to avoid fees, penalties, interest, and tax problems. Today's topic is, drum roll, make a decision or pay the consequences for not deciding. This is an important topic that we're having today because decisions, wanted to say, I had to make a decision. Am I just going to go live where it's quickest for me to go live so I could have Delanda, an Amazon best-selling author, with her What's My Superpower book. Delanda Coleman is who I interviewed this morning because this week, for all you parents out there, is Read Across America Week. But before I dived in, I wanted to really take the opportunity to highlight an entrepreneur like Delanda, who's written a book that not only motivated me as an adult, but motivated my son's entire class about their superpower that God gave us on the inside of us. So shout out to Delanda. You guys can catch the full interview with me and Delanda on my personal Facebook page. And I plan to get Delanda back to do a full interview with her here for other entrepreneurs to learn from here in Business Combos and Coffee, right? So Delanda Coleman, author of the best-selling book, What's My Superpower? You guys can find it on Amazon.com. All right. So this morning, today, I want to help entrepreneurs pocket more profit, because y'all know I'm always talking about pocketing more profit. And by the way, we have the Pocket More Profit Bootcamp coming up on March 28th of this month. So you got plenty of time to register. So you can register at www.pocketmoreprofitbootcamp.com, right? Because in that bootcamp, we're going to cover the 7 things today that we're going to talk about that helps you pocket more profit. Okay. Today, again, I want to help entrepreneurs pocket more profit. That means use more of your profit to grow revenue and to reach your limitless life. All right. How many of you out there would like to reach your limitless life? I want to do this by teaching you how to avoid penalties, fees, interest, and problems with the IRS and your state. Let me say that again. I want to help you today avoid fees, penalties, interest, and tax problems. Okay. The number one way you do this is do not avoid the IRS. All right. But for you guys, I have 7 principles that you must apply, because March 15th for business owners is the deadline. And when I say business owners, because I've been talking to a couple of my business owner clients who file Schedule Cs, which means with their Form 1040. So if you file a Form 1040 with a Schedule C, it is not your tax deadline. And that is if you are a single entrepreneur, LLC, if you are a single member, LLC, or if you are a sole owner, proprietor, business, not yet incorporated. It is not your tax deadline. Your deadline is April 15th. Okay. You still have 42 more days or so. Now, this talk is for business owners that file Form 1120. That's C corporations, 1120S, S corporations, and LLC partnerships, Form 1065. Now, if that is you, your tax deadline is in 11 days. And I want to help you avoid penalties, interest, and tax problems, and to help you keep more of your profit. All right. So I don't want you to avoid the IRS. All right. So decisions. You guys have to first, number one, decide that you're not going to delay, you're not going to procrastinate, and you're not going to avoid, and you're not going to delay in filing your taxes on March 15th. And if you need to delay, it's okay. If you need to delay, it is okay. You must file an extension, okay? Because it comes with consequences. I got a little rhyme for y'all for this, okay? Y'all ready? Y'all know I'm a poetry accountant. Decisions follow us throughout each day. Some come with consequences that you must pay. Today, I want to tell you about the decision you must make for you. Are your business taxes done? Is your accounting done through and through? Because taxes are due. Don't be late and suffer penalties because you decided to procrastinate. All right, it's the Maya Angelou and me. Tuesday, March 15th, 2022 is the tax deadline. The second Tuesday after March 15th is coming, y'all. We've already experienced the first Tuesday this week. We got the second Tuesday after today is March 15th, and it is coming soon. So here's what I have for you after this. Is after the 2/22/2022. I don't know, y'all don't know, but I'm a number 2 on my AKA line. So I am just relishing and like just basking in this number 2 glory. So you guys get a second chance, all right, not to file your taxes late, not to file your business tax return late. And you can do that by filing an extension, and I can help you. Okay, just go to www.accountantthisway.com and I will file the extension, not only for your business, but I will file it for you because it takes 2 in your business to get your taxes done. If you are a pass-through entity, especially, you got to file your business taxes. Your business taxes is going to generate that K1 that goes on your personal taxes. So if your business taxes aren't ready, your personal taxes may not be ready, especially if you don't get it done by March 15th. So here's a gift that I have for you. I will file both your business and personal tax return for $200. Okay, just go to accountantthisway.com. Okay, we'll file the extension for any business owner for both their business and personal taxes. Like I said again, for $200. So, and I will do a paper analysis for you or a discovery call analysis to determine if you should make an estimated tax payment to help you avoid the failure to pay penalty. All right, because if you do not file your taxes, we can file an extension to help you. But if you do not pay your taxes by March 15th or April 15th, whichever deadline is for you, you will incur the failure to pay penalty. So it is important that you, number 1, file an extension, and number 2, make an estimated tax payment if you believe you're going to have a balance due once the taxes are done. Okay, y'all got that? Am I helping y'all? All right, so today we're going to teach you how to pocket more profit, and we're going to talk about what that looks like, profit, and what profit is, okay? And by teaching you how to avoid penalties today, I need you guys to get a pen and paper because I have 7 ways, right? 7 things that you must do to avoid fees, penalties, interest, and tax problems, okay? Number 1, which is not the number 1, I've already told you, don't avoid the IRS, okay? But then here, number 1, file your taxes on time. Secondly, file an extension. I've already talked enough about that, so I'm not going to go into it. Third, make an estimated tax payment or create estimated tax reserves for you because we're in small business. No one's trying to just say, hey, make estimated payments, and then you turn around and you've overpaid in taxes, which generates a refund. Okay. Refunds are generated because you overpaid in taxes or you qualify for free money that the government is giving out, which is in the form of a tax credit. You can also call it a grant, but in the tax world, we call it a tax credit. So either you overpaid or you qualify for a tax credit, right? We don't want you to overpay in taxes through your estimated tax payments. So I say here, create an estimated tax reserve account, right? Either do it in your accounting system or physically have a bank account that when you make money, you take a percentage of that money or that profit or that sale and put it over into your estimated reserve account. I call it the reserve account because it may be reserved for something that you didn't expect later in the year. And you may actually need to borrow from yourself and use your money before you're able to get any kind of financing to bail you out. So we could also call it your bailout money, right? So number 3, make estimated tax payments or create your bailout or estimated reserve fund, okay? Number 4, make sure that you open tax notices. The biggest way to create a problem is to act like you don't know that the problem is simply sitting in this envelope, right? And I have an envelope here, right? This is an envelope. I'm going to cover the name. This is an envelope. When you get this envelope from the IRS, right, this means that you owe, or they want to tell you something. It doesn't always mean that you owe. You just got an envelope. You must open the envelope. Out of the way, let me open this one. Let me show y'all how to open it. You turn it over. Y'all see me opening it? Look, open it, and you read it, right? On this one, it says that there is a balance due, right? Open your taxes so you can know what you have due. And if you can't afford to do what you have due, then you do number 5. You set up a payment agreement. Because you not opening it is not doing you doing number 4, not opening the tax notice is not going to make it go away. Okay? It is here to stay. Okay? Here to stay. And especially if you're out here playing with the state. The state don't play. The state say, look, we don't care if it's been 7 years. We don't care if it's been 10 years. If you owe us, we want our money. Especially here in the state of Georgia, which is where I'm at. So we don't play with that. We want to open our notices when we get them. Okay? And do number 5 if we cannot pay. Number 1. If you cannot pay all of it today, set up a payment arrangement. Okay? If you say, look, I don't even have it to make a payment arrangement, then you do number 6. Okay? You call them to make an arrangement or call them to say, look, I cannot pay. Let's hold on this collection, if you will, and if you can. Pretty please, Uncle Sam, right? He'll do it. She'll do it. The government will work with you because we are in the middle of a pandemic and you're not the only one with problems, right? So that's why they have all of these stimulus funds and tax credits and all of this stuff coming out because the government truly wants to help you, right? But they got to know that you're in a bind. So look, do number 6. Call them and say, I need to hold on collection. I'm in a bind. Let them know. Or contact your accountant and say, look, can you call for me? I'm scared, right? That's what you would do. Number 7. If you say, look, I don't know, Spacey, you're talking about all this stuff. You said number 5, set up a payment plan. Number 6, call them and tell them I can't pay. Hold on collection. Don't garnish my account. Don't do this to me, right? Don't create an urgency or an emergency when you don't have to, guys. Set up a payment plan or just let them know, hey, don't chase me for it right now. I just don't have it. They probably more likely will hold the account for you or hold the collection so that you don't get a garnishment. But number 7, lucky number 7, right? In number 7, if you say, I can't do any of this stuff, we can do 1 through 6 for you. I'm an accountant. I have an accounting firm. Luckily for you, that we can help you do 1 through 6. I say number 7, get an accountant that can give you a tax solution. Okay, I'm going to say that again. If you don't choose not to work with us, then get an accountant that can give you a tax solution and not just help you plan to pay or prepare your taxes to file, and cut your check for your percentage or contribution to grow the world around us. Okay, make sure you get you an accountant on number 7 to help you with the tax solution that you need. All right, I'm going to run down 1 through 6 again. All right, overall, the message is don't avoid it. All right, number 1, file your taxes on time if you can. If you cannot file by the March 15th deadline or the April 15th deadline, whichever one is for you, both of them is for every United States citizen. So every personal tax return must be filed by April 15th. The business tax returns, Form 1120, 1120S, and 1065 are due by March 15th. If you cannot meet those deadlines, you, number 2, file an extension, right? But the extension doesn't give you an extension of time to pay if you owe a balance due. If you owe a balance due by March 15th or April 15th, whichever one applies to you, most of you, it will be the April 15th deadline. You want to make your estimated tax payment, right? If you say, look, I can't make an estimated tax payment, which you should, or you just need more time, file the extension, or say, look, you might look at that number and say, I could not have made this much money. These numbers are wrong, right? You do number 7, you call your accountant, get your numbers right. We're here to help. But then you also create a tax reserve so you don't end up in this situation again. Next year, you make your estimated tax payments throughout 2022. If you get a tax notice, number 4, you open that tax notice. Number 5, if you can't pay, set up a payment plan if you cannot pay it. Number 6, call to make payment arrangements, okay? If you cannot pay it, or call to make a payment arrangement or delay if you can't set up a payment plan to pay today. And number 7, get you an accountant that can offer you a tax solution and not just prepare your taxes or give you a plan on how you're going to pay. All right. You know, there's a saying out there that says when you are flying on a plane, and I'm talking about this estimated tax payment. When you're flying on a plane, there's this saying out there that, and I think it's the same for taxes, and I'm going to say this because I'm looking at my notes here. In the event of an emergency, landing, or the plane is descending and hopefully not crashing, right? Number 1, secure your mask. Number 2, secure the mask of the person next to you. Right? So when you're on a plane and you're riding a plane, and imagine that the plane right now is your business. All right? And you may hit an emergency in your business and you say, look, I need funds. I need things in my business. I cannot, and this is how most business owners feel. I was having a conversation yesterday. Look, I just didn't make the money. I can't give the money out. I can't make estimated tax payments. I cannot owe this much money. Oh my God, I do owe this much money. What did I do with the money? All right. As we're going through 2022, let me tell you what I'd like you to do. Because you're going through and you're going to be making a profit, right? I want you to, number 1, do your accounting so that you can secure your funds and know how much profit that you made first, right? And then secondly, before you allocate that profit or give a percentage of your profit in taxes away, right? I want you to secure what you need in your business, okay? Before you decide that, look, I need to make this estimated tax payment, secure your accounting. Then decide, hey, how much of this profit can I use in my business, right? And then number 3, after you've decided how much of that you will use, take the estimated percentage in your allocation or your fair share and put it in your reserve account that I told you guys about. Your estimated tax payment or profit reserve account, which is what we use to make our tax payments in. Am I making sense to y'all? All right. Now let me know if this is helping you. Okay. Talk to me in the comments. But I wanted to make that parallel, right? Because no matter what happens at the end of the day, and no matter what I tell you about taxes, sometimes taxes hurt. And what I want y'all to do is come real close, because I don't want your taxes to hurt anymore. And I want you, I don't even have, I got my little Dr. Seuss hat for Read Across America. I'm going to use it because I'm going to wipe. I want y'all to wipe off the glass on your on the computer right now for you, because I want to give you a fresh perspective on taxes before I go. Okay? And I'm going to close with this. What is tax debt? What is tax liability? What is taxes? It's debt. You could either view it as a debt or you could view it as a contribution. Either way, you may owe it if you decide that you're going to be in business for real to build wealth, right? And some people like to see it as a badge of honor, right? So when we go to church and we know that we've been blessed enough, right? We make our charitable contribution, right? And we see that as a contribution. So when you're blessed in your business, right? And you've made so much profit that you're able to make a contribution, right? It's called, we're going to call it a tax contribution. But when it hurts and you know that you owe it and you dread owing it and you dread opening up that tax notice, you see it as debt. And tax, and I want to define it for you, right? And whether you see it as debt or contribution, we want to make sure that we don't overpay it. We don't overpay our debts. We don't pay our automobile loan more than what they loaned us plus the interest, right? We don't overpay our debts, right? We may be generous in our contributions, but we're not generous to our detriment, right? We put the mask on our own face first before we share with others. I used to tease my mom. My mom likes to make this analogy about me, and I've said this years in my life. I say, you know what? I will never give you what I don't have or what I need for myself. I will never make a charitable contribution to loan to a family member money that is considered debt for me, because I'm not in the debt issuing business, but I'll make a contribution, right? And if you don't give it back to me, then I'm not in debt. I see it as a contribution, right? And so I never lend money that I need for myself or that I'll need back from you in 2 weeks. Have you ever had a family member, right? They'll say, hey, can I borrow, $100? And back in my younger years, it would be like, yeah, you may have $1,000 in your account to give, right? Today. But if you give them $100 in 2 weeks, you need that $100 back, or you're going to be short on your bills, right? That you're giving them money that you're going to need later. And that's how debt feels, right? And you'll be in debt. And so that's how I married that to the parallel. Put your own face mask on first, right? And then make the contribution to others. And the way you do that in business is you do your accounting. You make sure that your net profit is correct, and you properly and accurately calculate your taxable income. All right, y'all, I got to skedaddle, but let me get to this point quick, because this is my ministry and I really love talking about it. But tax debt, when viewed as tax debt, is the percentage of your net income or net profit that you owe to the federal or state government. When we view it as a tax contribution, it's tax, but it's your contribution to the world around you. It feels more like a HOA fee or school tuition or a betterness fee or a management fee to the government to ensure that when you walk through the land that you live in, whether it's your neighborhood, wherever you live, that is comfortable and suitable for you being the king and queen that you are. So make sure that you make that you don't overpay in your debt, and you make an accurate contribution to society, whether you call it tax debt or tax contribution, right? All right, guys, this is what I have for you. I want you to apply the tips that I've given you already here, because we are here to help you create that. We are here to help you create balance in your business and to help you get your business fit FIT, right? Or your tax preparation that you need, or your issue resolved, whatever it is. If you're facing a tax problem as an individual, or if you just need help, an accountant or a CPA in your business to help you get accurate financials, get incorporated correctly, right? Get the tax solution that you need for your business, or just to help you not overpay and to pay your fair share, right? You can work with us. Go to my website, xfinancialcpa.com. If you want to know immediately that you want to work with us, just go to xfinancialcpa.com/discovery call. And if you want to make sure that you want to avoid that penalty for not filing on time, go to the link to get started immediately. Do accountantthisway.com to get that extension filed. And for tax preparation, all the links are on our website. Guys, I'm Spicy Jackson, the accountant that you love, over at X Financial Inc. We do business in the marketplace as www.taxplus365.com, where we help business owners reach their unlimited potential in business so that they can reinvest their profit back into their own life, right? Pocket more profit. And so, guys, if you want to continue down this road with me, meet me back here next Friday. And don't forget to register for the upcoming Pocket More Profit Bootcamp, which is paying for March 28th. It's coming up, y'all. It's a 3-day bootcamp to help you apply all these principles that I talk about here every Friday. Get your business fit. Don't be out of shape, and don't overpay in your penalties. Make a decision today to be on time with your taxes. File that extension so that you can stay on time. It gives you until September or October to file your taxes. Make the decision today so that you don't have to overpay in taxes, guys. Don't make the decision to procrastinate. I love you guys. Until next time, I'll see you later. Don't forget to move your profit in the right direction, and that's up. Bye, guys.